Hi, this is Roni and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be working with the How to Kill a Kit with Style for September, and I'm going to use this sketch right here. And it's from Redefine Creative, the Secret Not Secret Kit Club Facebook page. And I don't have 4 photos like that has, so I'm going to use that one photo for the vertical part of it, and then I'm going to use a couple other little things for each side to get this close as I can to the same effect. And I am going to be using this unicorn paper because this little princess right here is a big lover of unicorns, and it was in my kit, so I thought, well, I might as well document her love for unicorns by using it. And I am going through here and picking the things I want to go on the side, and see how much smaller that one is. Yeah, I'm going to use it and a camera to try to cover each side there. And I made my photo mat really big there, but I'm going to cut it down just a little bit right there. And I'm going to use that piece that I cut off. I'm going to put it on each side of the unicorn paper. It shows it there in the sketch. It's striped paper in the sketch. And then it has a ribbon on top and on bottom, or a banner or something, I'm not sure, a piece of paper on the sketch. But I am going to use glitter ribbon because her little dress has a silver glitter ribbon, and I had no silver glittered ribbon. So mine's going to be a really pretty teal. And I'm looking through there yet again to see if there's anything else that I can use to make up for the fact that I don't have 4 pictures. Yeah, this is the only picture I have of her in that little princess dress, but it does have black in it, and that black is really standing out there, and everything else is pastel, so I decided to use some black on my layout. And I am going to think about it for a minute, because I'm thinking, do I really want black with this pastel? And then I kept thinking how pastel it really was. And her dress is not super pastel. It's pretty bright colors. And of course has the black. So I decided to go ahead and use the black. And if you notice, my corners are rounded. I used a 3/8 inch corner rounder because the sketch has rounded corners. And most of the time I do not think about rounding the corners. I do on occasion decide to go ahead and pull out my corner rounder, and I have a few. I have 2 of the chompers, so that's 4 because it does 2 on each end of it. And then I also have the old Creative Memories one. Yeah, I've still got that thing, but I very, very rarely use it. The only time it gets pulled out is when I have grandkids here, or different ones, because they can use it a whole lot easier than they can the chomper. And I'm straightening that up a little bit because I am going to add that ribbon, and it is ribbon. Sometimes you buy it and it's paper that's glittered and it looks like it's ribbon, but this one is actual ribbon. It's got cloth on it, but it was on a roll, and it did have the tape on the back, so it is sticky to start with, and I'm not having to do anything to make it stick. And my fingernails just would not get it, so I had to use that pick to go ahead and pull that off of there. I have put black on the back of that "Never Forget You Are Totally Awesome." And I am mounting it with foam tape so that it does stand up a little bit. I'm not going to put a photo mat behind my picture because I considered that ombre piece of paper my photo mat when I was doing it, to cover the area, that has the 4 photos. And yeah, I'm just going to put this on here, and I'm getting as close to the bottom of the gutting that's in the back as I can, because I decided I wanted to go down just a little bit lower since I had the bands on each side there. And I don't know about you, but I have a tendency to fuss when I cannot make up my mind what I'm going to be using. I remembered that I had a camera in here, that it's a circle, and it says Insta Cute. Yeah, Insta because of the camera being instant camera, and of course they're saying that the cute picture is cute, I am sure. But I had fussy cut out the camera and put it on there because it does have black. And then I put the other piece right below there. And then I actually thought of something I could be doing on the page instead of just kind of fussing around. And in the sketch it shows banners right there in the bottom right hand corner. And since my paper is bigger apparently than what it is in the sketch because there was no measurements, and I debated on whether 10 inches, 10 and a half, and I finally gave up and decided 10 and a half for my square for the unicorns. So I am having to make very small banners there. And once I put them on there, I thought they kind of looked a little bit plain since they are tiny. And so I am going to add a little something right there where the banners are there. And there I backed that little piece of teal that says Insta-Cute. And the reason I did that is because it kind of looked lost, the pastel on the pastel. And I did a very thin layer of black behind there. And I'm looking on the sticker sheet for something to put there over my banners. And I end up putting a cassette tape, a cloud with a lightning bolt because it's black, and I thought, well, I am adding black to this layout. I might as well use that on this one because I may not use black again. And here I'm putting the heart eyes emoji, and I did put a 3/4 inch punch right behind the face so it wasn't a sticker anymore, and I wanted to make it a little bit sturdier. Then I added a 1 inch underneath that. And between the two things, I put the foam tape. So the face is above the black. The black is actually laying right against the cassette tape. And again, I am backing something in black. And it's that other little, I think they're called top note. No, the one on the right's a top note. I'm not sure what shape that one is called with the unicorn. And look at me, I am pulling out some very, very old glitter stickers. And notice they are true to sticker form. Stumbling over my words here. They are true to form by not sticking. I cannot even believe that A and B up there and the C actually stuck. I think they're the only things besides maybe those two G's that stuck to the page. But yeah, I am going to filter through this and try to find out a title. And I had several thoughts for a title, but I only end up with Unicorn Love. And the reason being is because I don't have enough letters otherwise. And I am going to have to MacGyver a few, yeah, but they're going to work. And I did use different letters to start with for love. And slowly noticed I actually had every one of them. So that exclamation point there, it was the L at one time on there. And then I found that other piece and put it in and finally found the L. And that's an upside down question mark up there on top where the unicorn is. And I considered for a while using that for the unicorn. And I think it actually would have worked because looking at it back now while I'm doing the recording, I think it's working. I think you can tell it's still unicorn, but I'll end up cutting down a letter instead. Because when I was looking at it, I wasn't 100% sure that you'd be able to tell it's unicorn, but looking at it now, I think it would have worked. I think we could have gone with it. And I took an M and cut it down to make, well, I took two M's and cut them down to make an N. And I cut them at the same time so that they would both match. And I took an upside down H and made the U. And there I glued everything down so it's actually stuck to my page. I can't change my mind about it now unless I want to rip my page because I do have liquid glue behind there. And I am getting foam tape out to put behind my camera so that it'll add a little more dimension right there. And that foam tape is just from the Dollar Tree. And I don't know about you, but when I take that roll out and it's laying on my desk, it comes unrolled and I'm constantly having to roll it back up. So I just decided to leave it in the packaging. I do have quite a few rolls, probably 4 or 5 still, that I had purchased somewhere online, and they do not have any packaging. So eventually I'll have to use them. But right here at this moment, I have got that roll there, and I keep it in the packaging, and I just cut an opening for it. And right now I'm putting down Nouveau dots. It came with my kit, and it's really light lavender, and these, I believe it said that they're crystal. Oh, I'm pointing out up there that has a tab with 2 stars. So I had a little piece of the ombre paper left, and I barely cut that tab out of there, punched it out, and I used the We Are Memory Keepers punch. And then all those circles in that embellishment box, I found the one that had a unicorn and put it on there. And now I'm looking for stars, and guess what? I do not find any. So I thought I'd try a couple of hearts, a larger one and a smaller one, and it would work. There is colors on the layout, and it would work. But I kept thinking I'd like to have stars. And I looked at that scrap that was from behind the unicorn paper, and it has 3 on there. So even though the sketch uses 2, I'm going to use all 3 of them. And since I am using black as an accent, I went ahead and cut around the black part too. So my stars is going to have a little bit of black on each one. I did cut down a piece of that foam tape, and I'm going to use it behind each one of the stars. So yeah, I need a little tiny pieces of foam tape here. And so yeah, it does take me a minute to get them all done because of the fact that being so tiny, and my fingers felt so big. But that's it. That's the end of my layout. I don't think I do anything else to it. Yeah, I like how it turned out. I like the black accents, and I think my niece is going to like it too. Well, she's my great niece. I think she's going to like it too. But if you look below, you will see a whole list of ladies that are sharing their kit this month on YouTube. And if you leave a comment, I'll be sure to respond, because I love the interaction of the YouTube comment section here on YouTube. Oh, I do. I love chatting. And if you like the video, if you hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. And if you want to do this sketch and get in on the drawing, just go to Facebook. I will try to leave a link below for it. And it's Redefine Creative, the Secret Not Secret Kit Club page. And every Thursday night you can do this. But thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope you have a happy Scrappy week. Bye.